I got a great question yesterday about what should be included in a nurture sequence. And so I figured, why not share with everybody? Alrighty. So first, before we even jump into that, let's just talk about what a nurture sequence is. So a nurture sequence is a series of automated emails that usually go out after someone has signed up for whatever your lead magnet is, whatever that small sample of your genius is that you uh, gave away to them. So after they get that initial lead magnet, you're going to want to send them a series of emails to help build a relationship with them, to continue to provide value to them, to show up consistently in their inbox, as also as just a way, number one, for you to introduce yourself and your services. It also includes educational content, helping them learn more about how you can help and what solutions you provide. It's also a way to increase engagement because you are inviting them to sign up for something or download something or take some sort of action and interact with your emails. And then usually you're also including some sort of call to action, something that is getting them to click, to go to the next step, to sign up for something. All right. So that's what it is. Why do you want to do all this? Lots of great reasons. You want to have a nurture sequence because that is going to build trust and authority in you. You are the one providing this valuable information. And so that is, again, on the one hand, building trust because they see that you are somebody who gives them things that they can put into use immediately, that they can implement immediately. And you're also establishing yourself as the authority, as the one who's providing this wonderful information. It also enhances the overall customer experience. People are not just getting one bit of information from you. This is an ongoing relationship that you're building. They're getting much more value than what they initially paid for. This is also going to increase your conversion rates because many of the emails that are in your nurture sequence are not asking someone to buy. So it's not like you're only jumping in their inbox when you're trying to sell something. You're building that relationship, you're building that know, like, and trust factor so that when you're ready to offer something for sale, people are more likely to take advantage of that. And then it's also going to save time because this is an automated process. That's why we're certainly not sitting there manually sending off these emails one by one. We're building the system one time, activating it, and then letting it just go on autopilot. So, back to the original question, what should you include in that nurture sequence? You have a lot of options. What I would recommend is that you first kick off with some sort of welcome email, welcoming them to your tribe, to your community, to your world, letting them know a little bit more about you and what you do and who you serve. And then go into a lot of educational content. Share insights, share tips, share resources that are going to help them accomplish their goals. Okay, that's really important. The whole focus of this is not just, hey, I'm a business owner, look how fabulous I am, because who cares? It's about making sure that they see that this is the place they can go to get resources, to get information, to get help that are going to help them accomplish their goals. Toward that end, you also are going to want to include any testimonials or success stories if you have them, so that they see that, yes, they could potentially be successful because these other people have been successful working with you as well. And then throughout your emails, you're going to want to include some forms of calls to action. Again, things for them to take action on. Fill out a form, download this, apply for this, schedule this call, some sort of action, or even if it's just reply to this email, it's still some action that's building that engagement in your among your list. Alrighty, so I talked about the importance of educational content. Let's just go a little bit deeper and look at the types of things you could include as educational content. So this is just a list of things you could potentially include. You do not have to include everything on this list. So please bear that in mind. These are just ideas of things that you may want to include. Your emails could just be all text that are just providing great tips, great suggestions, great tricks of the trade that you've learned, things that are going to make their lives easier. But if you also want to include something for them to download or interact with, these are some things. You could talk about one of your recent blog articles and include a link to that. You could give a webinar replay. You could include a free checklist, an ebook, infographics, video tutorials, templates, FAQ sheets, FAQ, frequently asked questions, case studies. The difference between a case study and a testimonial, just so you know, is that a case study, you're not necessarily getting the words from your past client. You're saying, Jane came to us with this problem. Here's how we solved it. These are the results that Jane received. And of course, you would change Jane's name so that you're not mentioning a specific person, and preserving privacy. If you have a quiz, include the quiz. If you have a podcast, refer people to the podcast. If you've been a guest on a podcast, refer people to the replay of the podcast. What's going on in your industry? Let people know the latest and greatest news in your industry, or the important things that perhaps they don't know about your particular industry that would be a benefit to them. All of this, whether you use any of these or whether you have straight text, again, it's about making sure that you are sharing information that is of benefit to them, to help them see that, yes, you are the solution to their problems, and that when they're ready to purchase, you're the person they're going to want to go with. All right, I hope that was helpful. I'm Dr. Denise Dennis. I'm a business automation strategist and KPI data dashboard designer, and I want to help you automate your business. So if you have business automation questions, or if you want to know if your automation is set up correctly, I want to invite you to schedule a mini automation audit, and we will have a brief call talking about your current setup and where you need to take it from there. All right. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you again next time.